Hello, I am Leo Jagid, and this is my ENME 49Y QR code detection implementation. So first I'm going to briefly go over my code. So for the most part, the QR code aspect, or the QR code detection aspect of this project remains mostly unchanged from the lecture videos. However, I have added a few things of my own to match to fit my implementation or my creative implementation of it. So the first changes are that I imported all of these packages that have to do with sending emails, so SMTP and email, and I also imported the time and the date time packages. So first I initialize cap and detector, and what cap is it records the video, and detector is what checks to see if there's a QR code in each frame of the video. So now into this while true loop, and the while true loop goes on forever until I press the Q key on my keyboard. And what it does is at every frame, it's going to store this image by calling cap.read, and it's going to also call detector.detect and decode image, and it's going to take in the frame of the video, and it's going to check to see if it can see a QR code within that frame. And so if bbox is none, that would mean that there is no QR code detected within the frame, so it will not go into the if statement. However, if there is a QR code within the frame, then lines are drawn over the outline of the QR code, and whatever the text is. In my case, I'm going to be using plain text for my QR code, and so whatever the text is will be displayed over the QR code. Now, if there is bbox, that would imply that there's been some data stored. So what I do with that data, and I'll get into the specifics of what that data is in my implementation, but what I do with that data is I store the time that that data was created at, or whenever that frame was analyzed and detected. I store the time, and then I send myself an email where it'll tell me that there's a new visitor, and it'll give me the time, and then it'll give me data. And so I'll get into what data is when I show you my setup and an example of my implementation. But that's it for my code. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to be going over my implementation. And so what I've decided to do with my Raspberry Pi is I've decided to turn it into a contact tracing tool for COVID-19 to be used in my apartment. So here I have my Raspberry Pi attached to my door of my bedroom. And I made this printout that says that any visitor who comes in needs to create a QR code using, for example, a generator on their app that contains their full name as well as their phone number. They're then instructed to bring the QR code up to the Raspberry Pi camera, wait a few seconds, and then they're told that this is to be used for contact tracing, and if anybody in the apartment or anyone who has been in the apartment around the same time, if anybody tests positive, they'll be notified and I'll contact them. Okay, now I'm going to show you it in action. So let's see if I can run this. Oh, whoops. Okay. So yep, there is the video feed. Here is a QR code that I've printed out, and I've done this because I don't have another phone. So here I'm going to quickly show it to the camera. If I can figure out how to do that. Oh, my finger's in the way, my bad. There, it's got it. Comes up on the screen with the text overlay in the outline. And I just received an email. It says new visitor. It contains the new visitor, the time it's happened, and then here's the data. I put my name, comma, and then phone number. Sorry, it's having trouble focusing, I apologize. All right, thank you so much for watching.